Okay.
30th of January, Rabbi Levitt, Pele, Yoetz.
Okay. Baruch Hashem. So now,
By the way, I have a report to make.
yeah,
I looked up Shabbos 30b
yeah,
because there's this quote: every student that sits before his teacher and whose lips do not drip myrrh due to great fear and trepidation should be scalded.
yeah,
Okay, so the reference to myrrh is bitter dread is the way the art scroll translates myrrh. And also we looked it up in the dictionary, and myrrh, one of the uses for myrrh is that it's a medicine, and it's bitter tasting. So it would seem that the metaphor here is to, like, when you take bitter medicine, you know that it's good for you, so you're doing it for the right reason, or you're doing it for a good reason, but nevertheless it's bitter, so it affects your attitude. But there's an interesting context that all this is in the Gemara, where there's a machlokas whether Torah, the attitude of the environment of the learning of the Torah should be joyous or somber, and so they reconcile the two views. One reconciliation is that the teacher should be joyous and the students should be somber, because the students are, basically in having respect for their teacher. They're sitting there in front of their teacher, and it wouldn't be appropriate for them to be joyous in that context. The second one is that it's both the teacher. The teacher is both joyous and somber, and it says that, for example, a teacher should start off the shir with a joke, to get the students to laugh, to accustom their mind so that they can learn, to relax, I guess, to relax their mind. And then he gets very serious, and everybody understands that, okay, there was a joke, but now we're learning. Now we're being serious about it.
very good. What, this is all in Shabbos 38?
30b.
30b, okay.
Yeah, that's what I got out of it.
Yeah, I looked. Yeah, the Hebrew for this translation that they say myrrh is more. So it's Rabbi Moore. It's one of the 11 ingredients. If you look in the korbanos by the seder of the mitzvah of Haktoris Ketoris, the incense burning offering. So it says there's 11 ingredients, and one of them is myrrh.
Right.
And it also comes up in Purim, because this is the Gemara darshans Mordechai's name as a combination of Moradachia. So Mor was the first part of his name. Mor is in regard to this. It corresponds to this ingredient in the Ketoris of myrrh.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, Dachia in Aramaic is pure. So he was a pure spice. I think that's there's many ways of understanding what it is, but that's, I think, one of them. In any case, okay, very good. So now we are we're on the bottom of page 298, I believe. Is where the bottom three lines is the next paragraph in this section here of Rabbo, one's teacher. So, Lou, would you like to start off for us?
A person whose father is a sage and his teacher needs extra diligence, for his obligation is manifold, and due to his intimate acquaintance with him, as a son is mischievous with his father, he sins against him. Granted that we have established a teacher who forgave his honor is forgiven. Certainly it is the nature of every good person to forgive his honor, in order that no person will be punished because of him. All the more so a teacher to his student, whose honor should be beloved unto him, and his own, unto him as his own, and even more so a father to his son, who is a bone of his bones and flesh of his flesh, and does not want that his son should be punished because of him. Nonetheless, if they will not be careful in this regard, they are lacking a mitzvah and losing much good. This is especially so since they said, even though his honor is forgiven, his disgrace is not. A person who disregards their honor will surely do things that are shameful and painful to them. They will definitely be punished, heaven forbid. Therefore, people should be fearful for their lives, and they should not be singed by their hot coals, and they must strengthen and galvanize themselves to be cautious in the honor of their father and mother and their teacher. By doing so, they will merit the crown of Torah and must be careful not to cause any pain and anger to their father. Their father, mother, and teacher, which causes pain and anger to our Father in heaven. Person who provides satisfaction to them provides satisfaction to his maker. God will illuminate his light, and his crown will sparkle upon him. So I don't really get the latter part of this, where it says a person who disregards their honor will surely do things that are shameful and painful to them. I don't get that. Why is that? Well, it seemed to me that a person could disregard his honor. He says, "I'm not interested in honor. I want to be humble," and that doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to do anything shameful or painful.
Okay, so if we look at this sentence, we have to understand who is the Pele Yoetz referring to when he says a person who disregards their honor. Who's their honor referring to?
Oh, I assumed it was referring to himself.
I think it's referring to the mother, or the father, or the teacher.
Right. If the father disregards his honor, then his honor is forgiven, but his disgrace is not. So I don't get that. What's disgraceful about the fact that he forgave his honor?
Okay, we're talking here about a teacher who forgave his honor. So his honor is forgiven, meaning that the fact that the person did something which was an affront to the honor of the teacher, but the teacher is mocho.
Oh, I see.
So the Pele Yoetz is pointing out, even though that is so, that in a certain sense that there's a mechila in regard to the affront to his honor, but there's still a mesius. There's still a reality of the fact that there was a disgrace that was done at the time. So therefore, he's saying that even though his honor is forgiven, so to speak, maybe perhaps the person will be forgiven, the one who caused this affront to the honor, he will be forgiven because the teacher has declined to be particular about the honor that is due him. But nevertheless, that doesn't forgive the fact that there was a disgrace to someone that, in other words, perhaps we could understand it as follows. The honor that's due to a teacher is not simply a matter of his personal predilection of the teacher, and that there is an affront to the person himself. But there's a because of who he is, because of the fact that he represents the Torah, because that he's teaching, and so therefore, if there's going to be affront to his honor, even though he, on a personal level, is forgiving that affront to his honor, but nevertheless a disgrace to the Torah that he's teaching. So it's not so simple. It's not a foolproof Eitzah to simply say, well, let the teacher forgive his honor. That's number one.
So when it says a person who disregards their honor will surely do things that are shameful and painful to them. So we have the word there and the word them. To whom does these words apply?
Yeah, because the reason why he's using. Yeah. Okay. So in light of the fact that we've been talking up until now about any affront to the honor of a teacher, and also now he's included over here he brought in over here the issue of the son in regard to the father. For some reason, I don't know why he's mixing that up over here.
I think because he says that a son and a father tend to have a more casual relationship because of their familiarity, and therefore they might forget
right.
honor.
Okay, so that's the point. The point is that, right, in other words, the father, right, he has a love of his son, and therefore he's very, he's not, when in regard to his relationship with his son, he's not a person who is all the time being concerned about, is the son honoring me properly, because of his love for the son. But on the other hand, and he doesn't want his son to be punished on his account, chas v'shalom, because he didn't honor him properly. So he certainly is going to be his attitude is going to be that he's going to forgive any affront to his honor that was caused by his son. But right, okay. So in other words, it's a situation where it's more likely that there'll be a forgiving of the affront to the honor. But nevertheless, the Pele Yoetz is pointing out that the disgrace is there's not any forgiveness for the disgrace that was done. That's what he's saying in the teacher, but also to the father. And so therefore he continues, a person who disregards their honor, meaning a person who disregards either the honor of his teacher or the honor of his father, and as well his mother, will be more likely to do things that are because he's disregarding their honor. He'll be more prone to doing things that are they're not appropriate, and to these three people.
So both the words there and the word them refer to the teacher or parent, correct?
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. And the person that will be punished is going to be the student who disregarded the honor.
Right. Yeah. Right. That's the point. Okay. Okay, very good. So we'll do a round of applause now for Rabo.
Hooray!
One teacher. And now we go to okay. All right. Now we're up to Ratzon.
I think his
Okay, that person that came in here to the basic Knesset is finished. See, people have my secret. I figured I would go into the basic Knesset here and would be quiet, but other people also know that secret.
okay.
Ratzon. Oh, we're already out of time.
I'm going to bid everyone a good day.
Okay.
Hey, man.
Okay, be well.
All right.
We'll do Ratzon tomorrow.
Have a great day, Mayor.
Thank you.
We'll be there tomorrow earlier.